Three, two, one. Hello in YouTube land. Hello to my fellow subscribers. Hello to new people to the channel. If you're just tuning in, this is your first video. My name is Armando. I do toy reviews, actually action figure reviews. It's rare that I do like other toys because toys is a broad term. It could be, you know, anything. It could be rubber duckies. It could be but yeah, I do like little green army men, 1/32nd scale, preferably World War II or Vietnam era. I'm partial to the cavemen versus the dinosaurs, which is politically incorrect, or the cowboys versus the Indians, which is also politically incorrect. It should be cowboys versus the Native Americans. Not to upset anyone. Anyway, now in the modern times, in 2019, we have these 12-inch Titan Heroes, and you're looking at the Blue Meanie right there. That's the Blue Meanie, according to Tony Stark. Very beautiful sculpt of Karen Gillan, her face. It is, of course, Nebula on a Black Widow body. And right here is the new Rocket Raccoon, voiced by Bradley Cooper. Yes, totally new sculpt on Rocket. Zoom down. He's got a giant gun. Let's take the gun off. This tail, when you get the figure, they sell this figure for about $9.99, about $10 if you can find it, and you can get it on Amazon also. You gotta pop it in there, but it does come off. So what I did, I put some super glue gel in there, and I glued it on so I won't lose it. You just have a Titan Power Effects port on the back. The head does turn. They did not paint his eyes black, which I thought they would. I might do that with a marker. I have a very precise marker. The arms only move at the shoulders, and they all ball joints, but the wrists do not turn. Like this wrist here, it doesn't turn. So you kind of want him to hold the gun this way, like that. But he does have difficulty holding the weapon in that position because his hands have long fingernails. See, very delicate hands. See, I got him to hold it the other day. When was it? When I was messing with this. You gotta push this forward, push this down. Okay, hand like this. Do this, and then do that. Like that. See? I want you to do that. You just turn his head. But it's still kind of iffy. You know what I mean? I would get Rocket a custom made gun or modify it. This is soft plastic. Look, it kind of moves. It has a lot of plasticizer in here. Make all these toys safe. Growing up in the 70s, toys where they were trying to make them safe, but the plastic was harder. Anyway, I used to put bayonets on my GI Joe's rifles. They used to sell these what do you call them? Like little metal spikes for flowers. They're real sharp, and they were perfect. You could just put them on the edge of the bayonet, and I mean of the rifle tip, and you'd have a GI Joe with a bayonet. Very cool. Anyway, people are sensitive about guns nowadays, so no war toys, I guess. Kind of weird, you know. Hasbro, come on, release some military GI Joe 12-inch action figures. Look, if Mattel can release a what do they call it, a non-binary, gender-neutral doll, which is kind of weird, they're coming. Wait till Christmas time, you'll see them. You can release some GI Joes, you know, people that are in the military, some service guys and women that you know, the whole controversy about genders. So, yeah. Anyway, who doesn't like a good military action figure? This is Rocket Raccoon, the new sculpt. I should have got the older one to compare it to so you could see, like, hey, it's a nice sculpt. Look, I should have painted his eyes black. I will do so with a Sharpie. I have one somewhere. This is the Black Widow. Oh, look, this is the Black Widow Titan Hero Effects pack. Only one I bought because when she was released, I got it on sale at Target. They had like a flash sale. I got it for like $15. Let's see what he says. See, there's no Bradley Cooper chip in there. Come on, Hasbro. People are paying good money for that set. I mean, even if you buy the figure for $10, that's like a generic sound thing. Bit of a disappointment there. All right, let's get Rocket out of the way. Now let's look at the blue meanie up here, standing next to Wonder Woman. See how pretty nice figure. Let's see what she says. Power effects port in the back. Now, when I sculpted my custom Nebula, I didn't have any reference material. I kind of guessed that these 3 lines were like this when I made her. When I filled in the hole that's back there. I did all this with Sculpey when I did the figure. But now I might go back and paint this copper color. So it's almost like an orange color. She made that here with Tony on Earth. Or maybe in that ship they were in. Okay, she gonna talk? Lame. Why didn't you put a chip with Karen Gillan saying something? What's up with that, Hasbro? That's just being lazy. Just use a standard chip. The same one that's inside Rocket. It's inside Nebula. Let's do the arm. Look, like, here's another thing, another gripe. Look, why put this giant, weird-looking port on the arm? Takes away from the sculpt. If you have the same port in the back, and you're not making anything for this. I mean, why don't you sell this separate or a smaller unit and it's not so big and bulky? Maybe like a little rifle or something, like a laser pistol, an arm cannon that you could plug in there and shoot. You know, it'll light up like an LED, and then it'll have better sound effects. But I mean, come on. I'm thinking maybe the chip's in here in this round thing. Plus, there's no wrist articulation. Now, the Infinity War line, hey, they didn't put these weird arm things now, but they're sticking this on all of them. They just stick to the one port in the back. Quit messing up the sculpts. Kind of strange, Hasbro. Weird. Who is passing this? So yeah, look. You want to hear what it says here on the arm? Look. Let's see. Let's plug it in. Look how big and heavy that thing is. See? Lame. Okay. Got it off. I mean, she can sort of sit down, but not really because the sculpt interferes with her sitting down. Now look at this. Another gripe. You see the position of the ball and socket? They have all this room. Look at all the room here they have. They're putting it too far forward. See where the joint is? It needs to be further down and in the center. That way they can actually sit down, like if you made a ship. Now, I showed you on my Black Widow, the first one that I got by herself. With the Dremel, I dremeled out all this material, and then she could sit down. Because this is in the way, see? It just hits right there. I mean, why didn't you just mold it to where she could sit down? And you don't have to change anything. Just move the position of this ball and socket. It's right there. Move the position further down. It's too far forward. That's just a quality control issue that nobody's saying anything about. But the sculpt is dead on. It looks like Karen Gillan. It looks like Nebula. There she is in all her glory. Let's turn her around to show you. It's the Black Widow body with Nebula on it. Still pretty cool. I like it. It's got problems, but it's still pretty cool. Anyway, folks, that's the end of the video. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day, wonderful evening, and I'm wishing everyone tons of positive love and energy, no matter what part of the globe you're in. And this is Armando signing out. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah, give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. If you hate it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video, where I'll compare more figures from the 8-pack.